Oh, how the tables have turned on Trevor Milton. What's up, millennials? Today we had interesting news telling us that Trevor Milton is actually stepping down as the CEO of Nikola Motors. I found an interesting tweet from about 10 days ago from Trevor Milton saying the following: "Cowards run, leaders stay, and fight for integrity. Hindenburg is only making people love us more for trying to destroy us. It will take the rest of the day to address the one-sided false claims, but I will put out a detailed report to address it. In the meantime, troll on." Well, that was interesting 10 days ago, because right now, yes indeed, Trevor Milton is pretty much running away from all the bombs that are being dropped on Nikola Motors and on himself. This was kind of an interesting meme that I was coming across today. Because yes, Nikola founder Trevor Milton is going to voluntarily step down as an executive chairman from Nikola Motors. This is an article from CNBC. I'm just going to go through it with you. And it's saying the following: Nikola announced early Monday that founder Trevor Milton is voluntarily stepping down from his roles as executive chairman and a member of its board. The electric truck company said the board accepted Milton's resignation, adding that Stephen Gursky, former vice chairman of General Motors and a member of Nikola's board, has been appointed chairman of the board effective immediately. That's quite interesting to me, to be honest. I'm wondering if this is some kind of tactic of General Motors to simply take over Nikola entirely at some point in the future. So I'm wondering what's going to happen over there. So let's go on and see what Trevor Milton had to say about all of this. "Nikola is truly in my blood and always will be, and the focus should be on the company and its world-changing mission, not me." Seems a little bit selfish, to be honest. I'm not sure if all the allegations were just based on Trevor Milton himself, but more on Nikola, right? But, well, for some reason it seems like Trevor Milton says that, well, all the allegations were on him personally, but okay. Then he goes on and says, "So I made the difficult decision," not sure if that was very difficult, but okay, "to approach the board and volunteer to step aside as executive chairman. Founding Nikola and growing it into a company that will change transportation for the better and help protect our world's climate has been an incredible honor." So then it goes on and says, "The announcement comes after short-selling firm Hindenburg Research accused Nikola of fraud." Kind of interesting, because last week I made a video about Hindenburg Research and some of the accusations that Hindenburg Research was, well, pretty much telling about Nikola. And just a few days later, well, Nikola, or Trevor Milton, says bye-bye. Then the article says the company pushed back on the accusations, saying there were dozens of inaccurate allegations in the report. Also kind of funny, because Hindenburg Research had, I believe, 56 allegations of fraud or deceptions. And, well, even if dozens were inaccurate, there were still other dozens that were probably true, right? "The Securities and Exchange Commission and the Department of Justice are reportedly investigating claims that the company misled investors." I think this is pretty big, to be honest. If the SEC and the Department of Justice are investigating this, then this could be quite a big case in the end. Hindenburg alleged Milton had made false statements about Nikola's technology in order to grow and secure partnerships with automakers. Okay. In an early Monday tweet, Milton said, "I intend to defend myself against false allegations leveled against me by outside detractors." General Motors recently took an 11% stake in the company and said it will produce Nikola's marquee hydrogen fuel cell electric pickup truck, the Badger, by the end of 2022. Last week, GM CEO Mary Barra said the automaker conducted appropriate diligence regarding a $2 billion deal with the electric vehicle startup. And it seemed kind of funny as well. Well, of course, you're going to do appropriate diligence if you spend $2 billion on a car company, right? Okay. Nikola has been wildly volatile this year, rising from $13 at the beginning of May to a current 52-week high of $94 in June. Nasdaq traded shares finished Friday at $34. Well, just a side note here. In May, Nikola wasn't just Nikola, it was VectoIQ. I believe the merger was around like the 2nd of June or something like that, or the 3rd of June. We'll take a look at the charts a little bit later on. And let's just finish this article. The company's average volume over the last 10 trading days has come in at 53 million shares, though it has only about 361 million shares outstanding. Nikola's CEO Mark Russell said the company remains committed to its objectives and creating value for shareholders. Let's see if they can actually bring some value this time. Our priorities remain unchanged, and in collaboration with our partners, we are laser focused on executing on our strategic initiatives and laying the groundwork to become a vertically integrated zero-emissions transportation solutions provider, Russell said in a statement. So what do I think about this? Well, as I said a week ago, or less than a week ago, I created a video about the accusations from Hindenburg Research against Nikola. And at the end of the video, I pretty much said that the management had to change entirely. They had to have an entirely new management, because I think Nikola well, last week, so to say, it was just not a company that people seem to trust very well. So I think it's pretty good that Trevor Milton has decided, or I'm not sure if he even decided, maybe he was just forced out of it by maybe someone of General Motors, I don't know. But I think it's a good thing that Trevor Milton has at least left the company. And yeah, I pretty much wonder what's going to happen right now. Because as we can see, based on the stock price, well, people don't really like this news. Has been going down already 22% this morning. So yeah, if we take a look at the chart in TradingView over here, we can't just see the pre-market price just yet, but I believe it's around 26 right now. So it has already broken support as well. We had a big support line over here around $29, which created the resistance over here, some support over here, here. So $29 was a pretty major level, I think. Now we just, well, crushed it, and we are below it, and we are around 26. I think next support is around 22, something like that. And yeah, it doesn't really look good for Nikola so far. So I think with that being said, I'll just leave it. My question to you is though, what are you going to do about this news? Are you going to short it? Are you going to buy the dip? What are you going to do? I'd really love to know your opinion. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.